All right, so this is a quick little video. You see it's kind of out of focus. You'll see that I've not put a lot of thought into making it oh so beautiful. Shoot, even my head's coming into the screen now and again. Okay, point of this video is not to make it beautiful, is not to care what it, how amazing it is. The point of the video is to just show you some options. This is a Windows phone. Okay. This is what I found to be pretty common for Windows phones, the few that I have checked out. When you are using Windows Phone, it is zippy. I mean, really, it is actually, I wish that we didn't have the glitches with the Windows actual operating system for 3D. Otherwise, this would be the phone of choice. It uploads and downloads very fast. I mean, everything it does is just, is relative. Oops. Relative to other phones is amazing. So what you just saw is a glitch. So I accidentally got out of Windows 3D. All right. So what I did, so I'm in Windows 3D right now. Here, there's our familiar interface. There's Windows 3D now. I know it's out of focus. That's not my purpose. Now I just got out of Windows 3D. So now I want to go back. I have to re-log in and re-go into it if I go into another program, unless I do it another way. Unless I do it this way, by basically going into the apps. And there it is right there. So fine, if I remember to do that, I can... My point is, going in and out of 3D, if you're using it for other purposes like a camera or a phone, etc., meaning a separate camera, then if you try to click the actual app icon, you're going to have to restart. That's one of the things that's irritating to me about Phone 3D. That alone is not worth me, or that alone would not make me not use it. This is my number one purpose for not using it. I'm going to show you now. So here we are, Phone 3D. That subheading is highlighted. I want to go to this subheading. You'll notice it is blue now, so that means it successfully did it. But during the course of an inspection, it will invariably, when I touch this blue one here, or this one here to make it blue, it'll highlight the one below it. Invariably, it will start doing that, and I can't stop it from doing that without basically getting out of the app and then going back into it. Pain in my butt. Don't want to do that. So with that, I'm done with Phone 3D for now, because I've tried it on other phones, Windows phones, and they do the same thing. Samsung Galaxy Note 4 used to be a flagship. LG V20, LG Stylo 2, LG V20, HTC 3-year-old, used to be a flagship phone, but now the specs are pretty low. What are some differences here? Well, first of all 4 of these phones and many others will run 3D competently. I mean, in fact, with the phones they are these days, speed isn't really that much of an issue. Bottom of the line, LG Stylo 2, just as zippy, just as fast as all 3 of these ones. I mean, I'm incredibly impressed with this phone and how well it does. I mean, the way it just zips in and out of the software, goes to wherever I need it to go, takes the pictures in a relatively good time frame compared to all the others. I mean, it does its job. It uploads and downloads decent. Not as fast as the Windows phones, but of course the Windows has other glitches that make it not an option for me, and why I'm basically suggesting you don't go there too. So the LG and the HTC seem to be zippier on the uploading and downloading than the Samsung line, and that seems to be across the board on Samsungs. I don't like that because I'm worried about it glitching. Any glitches I've had have been on the Samsung device, and the glitches I've known have occurred on the Samsung devices as well. But I find a glitch here and there isn't the end of the world. Now, another benefit to the LGs and the HTCs, and I'm going to say Samsung, the Google phone, Motorola's, seeming all have this same issue that occur. So I'm going to put all those off to the side, and I'm going to stick with HTC and LG. when you're in Phone 3D and you take a picture, this is what I love about these phones. These ones, not the Samsungs or the other ones. I take my picture. That picture is stored on the actual file for Phone 3D, but also it is also in my gallery. So every picture I take in Phone 3D, that was the one I just took, is also in the gallery. Not the case with Samsungs or the Google phone, which is why I did not get the Google phone, and Motorola's, etc. Only, as far as I know, HTC and LG function in the matter to where they put the phone on the hard drive itself. So it's in your, so you can actually, if you lose the Phone 3D file, you still have all your pictures. With that, I can recreate my report. Without the pictures, I now have to send out a report that has no pictures and it's done off of my memory. If my Phone 3D file glitches. Now, so with that, I'm going to stick with LG and I'm going to stick with HTC. I'm not going to use Samsung or any other brand at this point in time. You obviously get to decide for yourself, but I'm giving you suggestions based on what I've seen. Now, here's another thing. Phone size. Okay, 5.7-inch screen, 5.7-inch screen, 5.7-inch screen, 4.7 or 4.2. And now let's think about 7-inch screen, 10-inch screen, etc. Doesn't matter. In practicality, if we forget about mobility, if we forget about what we're going to do with device when we're not writing a report or taking pictures and we're kind of climbing a ladder, if we forget about that, doesn't matter. 4.7-inch screen, 10-inch screen, 5.7-inch screen, whatever. Size does not matter. It's no better or faster to do it on a 10-inch screen as it is a 4.3-inch screen. It just isn't, especially once you get used to it. You may think it does, but it does not. I did too, and I was so, 7 inches is the perfect size, 10 inches is the perfect size, whatever. Doesn't matter. Get the phone you like and move on. This is an LG Stylo 2. It is a Virgin off of Virgin Mobile. Cost me $75. Works fantastic. I have an LG V20 on Verizon. This is my phone. So I set this up as a hotspot and use it as a hotspot to get my internet on my Stylo 2 from Virgin. $79. I mean, you really, if I'm going to have to say there's a best phone for the money, it's the Virgin Stylo 2. $80. Can't beat that. I use it as a tablet only. Now, I was actually going to, phone size. So with that, the reason the 10-inch sucks on a tablet is because it's so big you can't put it in your pocket. So I have a tendency to set it down and lose it. It's an extra thing to carry around, whereas any one of these fits in your pocket. That's, to me, incredible. I walk up to the house with a phone and a flashlight to start it off. I don't have to carry a big 10-inch or anything like that. Just me, my phone, my flashlight, and my business card if I so choose. So with that, you now have my suggestions. I would stick with HTC and I would stick with the LG line as far as phones go, or as far as the phone, tablet, Phone 3D goes.